Alright, Dodgers Nation, hold on to your rally caps because this is the kind of earth-shattering bombshell that could rewrite the MLB rulebook and leave fans across the league in absolute shock. Imagine this: Tommy Edman, the NLCS MVP who carried LA to glory, sidelined for the season opener, possibly the entire first month, thanks to that surgically repaired ankle that's flat-out refusing to heal. And who's swooping in to seize the throne? Kim, the $4 million wild card from the KBO, poised to command second base and potentially hijack the Dodgers dynasty. But wait, is this a tragic injury, or a calculated front office conspiracy to bury Edman's legacy and unleash a new speed demon era? Fans are erupting in fury, rivals are plotting their revenge, and the league's competitive balance is hanging by a thread. This isn't just a lineup shuffle, it's a high-stakes drama that screams strategic manipulation from the shadows. Stick around because we're about to expose the chaos. Let's dive in deep. Let's break this down step by step, my friends, because the situation is unraveling like a bad horror movie, and the public reaction? It's off the charts. Tommy Edman's ankle surgery, performed after that grueling 2024 postseason where he was the hero, has turned into a nightmare. Reports from insiders are crystal clear. The rehab isn't working, he might miss all of spring training and opening day? Forget it. He's headed straight to the injured list, potentially sidelining him for weeks or more. Why is everyone losing their minds? Because Edman wasn't just a player, he was the spark plug, the guy who injected life into a Dodgers offense that dominated with his speed and defense. Last season he hit .280, stole 13 bases, and delivered that iconic NLCS MVP performance, scoring the game-winning run on a wild error. Now with him out, the Dodgers lineup looks vulnerable, their depth chart exposed, and fans are flooding social media with rage. This is sabotage, they're screaming. How could the front office let this happen? Media outlets are calling it a crisis of confidence, with headlines like, "Dodgers Dynasty Cracking?" And here's the crazy part. Is this really just bad luck, or a smokescreen for bigger moves? People are furious, and you should be too, because this could derail LA's quest for a historic three-peat before the first pitch is even thrown. The tension is building and the outrage is palpable. It's like the league's watching a slow-motion car crash. To really grasp the gravity, we need to zoom in on the players in the Dodgers powerhouse setup. Tommy Edman? At 28, he's the quintessential Dodgers warrior, a switch-hitting infielder with elite defensive chops, signed to that blockbuster 5-year, $74 million deal post-2024 NLCS heroics. Born in Georgia, drafted by St. Louis, he blossomed in LA, becoming the engine of the offense. 13 stolen bases, a .280 average, and that game-winning run in the division series against Arizona. But his ankle? It's been a recurring issue, surgically addressed, and now it's the Achilles heel threatening his career arc. Contrast that with Kim, the 24-year-old lefty bat sensation from the KBO, in year 2 of his $12 million, 3-year pact, earning $4 million this season. Signed out of Korea, he's a total disruptor. 71 games last year, .280 average, 13 steals, 3 homers, and he's versatile, playing outfield and second base with menace. Remember that division series moment? Kim scored the winning run on an error, proving he's clutch. And the Dodgers organization? Led by the analytical wizards Andrew Friedman and Mark Walter, they're the gold standard, World Series winners in 2024, repeat champs in 2025, and now chasing 3 in a row. Dave Roberts, the 52-year-old skipper who turned the team around after the 2023 Diamondbacks sweep, is the emotional core. Extended after that dark period, he's the guy who could dictate this drama, but whispers suggest he's navigating pressure from above. These aren't just names, they're the linchpins in a high-stakes chess game, and their backgrounds set the stage for the conspiracy we're about to unravel. Now buckle up for the conspiratorial deep dive, because this injury reeks of strategic manipulation and shadowy plots that could rock the league. Why now, right before spring training? Edman's ankle not responding. Sounds like code for a planned sidelining, doesn't it? Rumors from clubhouse sources suggest the front office saw the writing on the wall and used this as the perfect alibi to thrust Kim into the spotlight. Think about it. Kim was sent down to AAA last spring for supposedly needing seasoning because the game was too fast. But now, with Edman conveniently out, it's the ultimate test run. Is this part of a grander scheme? Absolutely. Picture this. The Dodgers positioning Kim as the long-term second baseman, freeing Edman for a mega trade, pairing him with ace Bobby Miller to snag Nico Horner from the Cubs or Brendan Donovan from the Cardinals. Or darker still, is this sabotage from within? Rivals are whispering that LA's dynasty is fracturing, and this injury is a front office ploy to avoid fan uproar over benching a fan favorite. Roberts, with his Olympic ambitions for 2028, might be the puppet here, forced to play Kim to prove his worth before a blockbuster exit. And don't forget Kershaw's moves, the legend signing with NBC and pitching in the WBC. Is this a distraction tactic, keeping icons loyal while the roster shifts? The stakes are enormous, the manipulation evident, and the question hangs. Is this genius or a ticking time bomb set to explode the Dodgers' empire? Let's draw some killer comparisons to past Dodgers debacles and league-wide patterns, because history is screaming warnings here. Remember the 2021 offseason when the Dodgers traded away top prospects for Trevor Bauer and Cody Bellinger? It was a rushed gamble that led to off-field chaos and underperformance. Sound familiar? This Edman Kim switch echoes that, with Kim as the instant upgrade gamble. League-wide, look at the Cardinals' handling of Brendan Donovan. They leveraged his potential trade value for years, milking it like LA might with Edman. Or the Yankees' 2023 maintenance shutdown of Aaron Judge. Spun as health, but really a power play to reset expectations. KBO imports? Shohei Ohtani was the unicorn success. Kim could be the next, but if he flops, it's another Yu Darvish letdown where hype met harsh reality. Compared to Edman's clutch, power-hitting style, think a young Chase Utley, Kim's disruptor vibe is like a Korean version of D. Gordon. Speed over slugging, lefty bat in a lineup crying for balance. Fans are comparing this to the 2023 Diamondbacks sweep, where injuries exposed LA's vulnerabilities, and media's drawing parallels to the Astros sign-stealing scandal, implying the Dodgers are cheating the system with roster manipulation. Is this repeating history's mistakes, or forging a new path? The patterns are undeniable and they're fueling the outrage. Diving into the roster fit, this is where the depth chart drama gets downright chaotic, with positional issues, salaries, and development concerns colliding like a freight train. At second base, the Dodgers have backups. Andy Ibanez, a utility infielder with .250 power, Miguel Rojas, veteran glove, low offense, and even Mookie Betts shifting over temporarily. But the depth chart's a mess. Edman's absence creates a vacuum and Kim's insertion? It's a bold move, but salary-wise, his $4 million is a bargain compared to Edman's $74 million anchor. Development? Kim's in prime growth mode. If he thrives, he could lock down the position, but if he struggles, the Dodgers might package him with Bobby Miller or Roki Sasaki for CJ Abrams or Horner. The lineup implications are huge. Kim adds speed to a sluggish offense. Dodgers stole just 100 bases last year, hitting ninth as a lefty disruptor, turning over to Ohtani and Betts. But pushing Edman back risks re-injury and fan outrage is boiling. Social media's demanding accountability. Is the front office prioritizing long-term youth over short-term stability? The dynamics are explosive, and the fit could either solidify the dynasty or spark a mutiny. Time for the nitty-gritty scouting report, stat nerds. Let's dissect these players with advanced metrics and projections that could decide the season. Kim, strengths? Elite base running, 13 SB in 71 games, 80% success rate, a .280 average, and that lefty bat for platoon edges against righties. He's a total disruptor, versatile, team first, with outfield chops and clutch moments like that division series run. Weaknesses? Limited power, only 3 hours, .120 ISO, and the KBO to MLB leap can be brutal. Think strikeout rate spiking. Projections? If he hits .270 with 20-plus steals and improves defense, currently 5 WAR potential, he's a steal. But comps like Byung-Ho Park show flops. Advanced stats, WRC plus around 110, suggest upside but risk. Edman, .280, 13 SB, Gold Glove defense, 8.5 WAR last year, irreplaceable. Kershaw's WBC/NBC gig? The 38-year-old, 223 W, 2.53 ERA, 3 Cy Youngs, brings Hall of Fame insight. Strengths, analytical mind. Weaknesses, might sugarcoat Dodgers' flaws. Projections, boosts NBC ratings but could he critique LA? Conspiracy, is this intel gathering for rivals? The scouting paints a picture of high risk, high reward, and the league's watching every stat. Oh, the league is absolutely imploding with reactions, folks. Rivals are salivating, fans are rioting, and execs are scheming. Padres fans on Twitter? Finally, karma for LA's cheating ways. Giants brass? Smirking, calling it exposure of cracks. Media frenzy, ESPN's dubbing it dynasty in peril, with analysts like Pedro Martinez speculating, this could be the end. Chicago and St. Louis execs? Positioning for Horner/Donovan deals, demanding Kim in packages. Abrams Nats? Laughing off trade talks but Dodgers fans? Outraged, flooding Roberts with betraying Edman. Roberts himself, eyeing 2028 Olympics, is dodging questions. The shockwaves? Cubs and Tigers are countering, fearing LA's imbalance worsens. It's a powder keg and the outrage is universal. Zooming out, this reshapes everything, from the season to free agency imbalance. Kim's success? Three-peat, massive imbalance like Yankees 90s. Free agency? Edman's value soars, Kim's flop devalues stars. Conspiracy? Olympics could disrupt MLB per NBA model. It erodes parity, small markets protest. If Kim fails? Revolt. The league's future? Precarious with Dodgers empire looming. Few Dodgers Nation, we've dissected this conspiracy-riddled epic, from Edman's plot, to Kim's ascent, Kershaw's rebirth and Robert's dreams. Genius or collapse? The drama's peaking. What do you think? Savior or scapegoat? Drop theories below. Kim steals the show? Edman comeback? Like, subscribe, share, tag friends. Tease. Next, Kershaw's NBC betrayal? Stay locked, baseball's full of twists.